Hi everyone, Abir is here. So I thought a lot before making this video, but then I realized that this is a very crazy time that we're going through. So I decided to talk about what I do while quarantined, since I'm quarantined alone here. So basically I'm from a different city and I'm here in the capital city. Living and working, and I've been quarantined for a long time alone. I don't see people, I don't go out beside unless I need to go out to, like, for example, go to a doctor's appointment or something like really urgent. Otherwise, I'm here, I work here, I work in this living room, specifically on this chair. I do everything that I do in this living room. So of course it gets very lonely and it gets very annoying and boring to be spending all of this time alone. I cannot deny that whenever this whole crazy situation started, I went crazy. It felt like a rock was thrown on my head and I did not know what to do. Like, I thought for a moment that I would just get everything in here in my apartment and go move with my family or something. I did not want to be alone, but at the same time, my job is here, my life is here, everything is here. So, and given that I did not want more people to be staying in my home back home, I thought that it's better for me to stay here because, it's better to keep distance, even though this is your family and this is the people you're living with and everything that we know of and we're at about. So I decided to come up with my own agenda. So first thing that I've done to get me on the right track or the right path and to get me used to the situation is gratitude. I would wake up every morning. If I forget to be grateful, I remind myself to be grateful. If it helps to put a post-it, to put a vision board, to put whatever it is that you want to put, just put it out there. Be grateful. A lot of people don't have food. A lot of people don't have shelter. A lot of people don't have access to the minimum things that we do have access for. So be grateful. And regardless of the current situation, you have to be grateful regardless. You have to be grateful every day. You have to be grateful that you were given the healthy body that you have, the ability to smell, the ability to taste, the ability to feel secure in your own home, the ability to not be afraid about catching on a disease or a virus or something like that. We have so many blessings in this world that we were given that we take for granted. So therefore, I think that this time is the best time to be mindful of things and to sit with yourself and reflect on the things that you were given. It's very crucial to think about all the blessings you have. And I want to tell you that this is the main thing that's going to put your head in the right track whenever you face any difficulty, whether it's this pandemic or any financial difficulty, for example, or any kind of loss or something like that. Just be grateful. So after practicing gratitude, what I do is I work. And I personally work in sales. And although I thought for a moment that my work would have been affected by this pandemic, it turned out that it's not being affected, honestly. And like, I'm touching the wood. I'm really happy. I'm so blessed in so many ways. So what I do is I made a list, a to-do list, and I go over it every morning, and I try to fulfill those duties of mine while staying home. In addition to that, I managed to sign up for a class that's gonna help me with my work whenever this pandemic is over, and the class is actually gonna start in a couple of weeks. And I signed up for another class that's available all year long. It's there for you to access and study and everything. And I'm gonna post the links that I use actually just for you to learn and to to access. Maybe it's gonna benefit you at some point. Beside work and the 2 classes that I registered, I started learning how to edit videos. I'm still a beginner, like an actual beginner. And I never thought in my life that I would be someone who would like to edit videos and things like that. So this is something that's really fun. It kills the time. It's just time consuming, and you're consuming your time in something really good and something that's gonna benefit you in the future. I usually don't have time to do many things, or actually I claim not to have time to do many things, such as learning new things that are not relevant to my work, things that I would like to have as a hobby. So during this time, I started learning new things that I'd like to have long term as a hobby. So, and I know that a lot of people watch like exercise videos and things like that. I personally don't, and I don't exercise, and I'm not proud to say that at all, but I did not want to claim something that I don't do. But it's probably something that I should not consider, but actually do. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so beside that, something else that I made sure that I do while quarantined is to have healthy meals. When they first started talking about social isolation or social distancing and quarantine and curfews and things like that, I kept eating. And then all of a sudden I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that anymore. So I personally joined or made a membership in one of the diet centers. It's not diet center, but it's one of the diet centers. So just to sort of regulate my intakes and have like very defined portions, because the more you eat, the more you indulge, the more you have carbs and sweets and all these things in your body, the more you cannot move, you cannot be productive, the more you just want to lie down and you don't want to get things done. So basically, it's really important to manage your food intake. That's it, everybody. That's all I want to say. I hope that my video was beneficial to you, and I hope that you can write down whatever it is that you're thinking about. If you have feedback or anything, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day.